Over 3 years ago, I had developed severe pain in both knees. The left knee was worse. So I was told I needed open knee surgery, a replacement knee surgery. It went awful. It was terrible. They butchered me up. It still hurts to this day, and it's over 3 years ago. At the same time, the other knee was also hurting, not as much, but waiting 3 years to do something about it because I was so scared. I didn't want to go back and have the same thing happen that happened to the other knee. So I didn't know what to do, and I didn't do anything for 3 years. I was in a wheelchair sometimes. The symptoms in my right leg included pain that was so bad that if I rolled over in bed a certain way, the pain would wake me up. And that was while I was sleeping. I don't even want to remember what it was like when I was awake and trying to walk or do anything. Couldn't drive. I couldn't do anything. I love to drive. I love to go shopping. I love to do things like that. My life was at a standstill, and I was at everybody's mercy to drive me anywhere, which is a horrible feeling. You know, I want to be independent. I love my independence. I love the freedom of being able to just jump in a car and go wherever I want to go. That came to a standstill. Emotionally, I wanted to die. I'm not kidding. I felt my life was over. I couldn't walk without immense pain. I just had no quality of life, and I really wanted to die. And I didn't think that anything could help. And I wasn't going to go through it with the right knee what I went through with the left knee. I would never have gone through that again. I would have rather spend my life in a wheelchair than go through what I went through with my left knee. People that have this kind of pain know what I'm talking about. And all I was sitting in bed, laying in bed, doing Facebook, making friends on Facebook. I had no outside life. I wasn't even going to church anymore because I was losing faith in everything. I really was. I was despairing. I was just like, what am I doing here? Why am I still here? From the minute I walked in here, ARO started to change my outlook, because I said, wow, just looking at and listening to the people, from the receptionists to the doctors, it was a totally different world. You couldn't help but get a little excited, you know? And even though I was very skeptical, I was also getting hope back. I was starting to feel, yeah, maybe this is gonna work. Maybe God is answering my prayers, because I want to be able to live again, to be able to drive, to be able to do some housework, to be able to do some laundry, to be able to walk across the room and pick up a pot and put it on the stove. I was very impressed by the doctors here at ARO, because it was nothing like I expected. They talk to you like a regular human being. There's no rushing, there's no hard sell, you gotta do this or else, you know. Dr. Dean was the first person I met, and I love him. Every time I see him, I give him a big kiss. He's just so sweet and kind and easygoing. There's no, oh, you have to do it this way or else. You know, it's entirely up to you. At ARO, when I came here, I felt at that point I had nothing to lose. And I was very skeptical. I said if this works, it is nothing short of a miracle. And I wasn't even sure I was going to be a candidate. So I just tried to keep my excitement to myself, because when Dr. Dean spoke to me, I was so excited inside, but I said, what if it doesn't work inside? Like I had doubts. I said, it sounds too good to be true. And I was always taught if it sounds too good to be true, it is. So I kept my excitement to a minimum, but I always had this hope. And Dr. Dean did a little test where he put an injection or something in my knee, and I felt it go, wow, and I could walk. And it was like, this is just not gonna last. This is just like a little test. And I was like, wow, I don't have any pain. Do you know what it's like to have, if you know what it's like to have pain, and then all of a sudden not to have it? It is a miracle. ARO is a miracle. I'm so thrilled already, just with the attitude of people. I wasn't just being shoved in one room and out the other room like a cattle. I love every single doctor that I met, every nurse, the people that work the desk. Everyone has been the best. They saved my life and my sanity, and I'm very grateful. I'm so glad I didn't give up. I'm already almost back to normal of before my knees ever gave out. My outlook, I'm 69, soon to be 70 years old, and I see the best years ahead of me. I'm not going to run any marathons, but I don't want to, I'm able to do what I need to do, what I want to do, and I'm happy. I'm happy. My outlook is, thank God. I'm glad to be alive. And that's it. It's that simple. Just from not being in constant pain. Anyone who's been in constant pain knows what I'm talking about. But when it comes down to it, and you're a cripple practically, and you can't walk, what would you give to have your life back again? I'm happy. And I even started dancing a little bit again. I always danced all my life. Not professionally, I just love to dance. And I'm starting to dance again. I'm finding my rhythm back, and it's amazing, amazing.